Two of the three Khachaturian sisters who killed their rapist father to stop the abuse may face 20 years in prison. Christina and Angelina, who were 19 and 18 at the time of the incident, will be on trial for premeditated murder, while Maria will be remanded to psychiatric treatment. The teenage sisters had suffered in silence for years. They watched each other being violated, sexually abused, and tortured by the one man who was supposed to protect them. They finally managed to protect themselves, but the extreme measure these three Russian sisters took to do so has landed them in trouble with the law. Sisters Christina, Angelina, and Maria hacked their father to death in 2018. 57-year-old Mikhail Khachaturian, who was alleged to be a mafia boss, had raped his young daughters for years. A recent report by Daily Mail, however, revealed that the oldest two Khachaturian sisters will have to face trial for murder. While the investigators have agreed that the 57-year-old man had physically and mentally abused his daughters for years, they found the motive of the murder to be acute personal hostility. Christina and Angelina, who were aged 19 and 20 at the time of the incident, will be on trial for premeditated murder, while the youngest one, Maria, who was 17 at the time, will be remanded to psychiatric treatment. While the sisters admitted that Khachaturian was sedated in an armchair before they struck him, it was years of sexual abuse and torture that pushed them to take the extreme step. They used a hunting knife and a hammer owned by their father to murder him. According to the oldest sister, Christina's lawyer, she had no part in the killing, though she was present at the time. The two oldest sisters faced the possibility of spending the next 20 years of their lives in prison, though the Russian Investigative Committee has acknowledged the mitigating circumstances of the Khachaturian sisters' case. When the incident came to light in 2018, the three sisters gained widespread public support in the country as Russians raised their voice against the issue of domestic violence, which has largely been ignored in the country. While the support they have received remains unparalleled, it is not enough to sway the prosecutors who want to put the sisters on trial. The Daily Mail report quoted defense lawyer Yaroslav Pakulin saying, "The girls were in a traumatic situation for a long time. They feared not only for their health, but also for their lives, and only defended themselves from their father. He ordered them to get undressed in front of him, saying that he wanted to check them, then ordered them to perform a sexual act on him, saying that he had problems with his prostate and it would be a cure. Investigators found that he abused and humiliated his daughters with various weapons, which had once left one of the daughters, Angelina, with a bloodied face." Khachaturian reportedly had deep links in the mafia, police, and in the circle of Russian officials, which explains why the girls had no hope of finding justice if they had mustered the courage to speak up and seek help. The level of abuse and torture these three sisters underwent is nothing short of horrific. The Daily Mail report stated, "Lawyers are appealing for the women to be treated as victims, arguing that years of torture and sexual abuse from their controlling, pedophilic father meant that they had used necessary self-defense